What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 450 of Community Universe Mode, and edition number 51 of Reality Wrestling this Thursday evening. The birthday boy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Big Topher turning 99, apparently. It says on the site. Hey, what up, Quincy, my friend? Nice to have you. Newcomer there. Oh, can you hear me? Check 1, 2. Topher, your birthday gift is going to be, you get to book the entire winter match. Match type, all people in it. That is my gift to you. But here for edition 51, I can't believe 450 episodes. Every episode, I look at the number and I'm like, good God, 50 episodes away from 500. Know how many hours of my life? Like, good God, probably like a full year time. But we, of course, are on a pay-per-view week, as this Sunday, April the 1st, is the Fusion exclusive pay-per-view Regicide, the card for which has been posted to our website, CMVWrestling.com, ! Join in the chat. We'll give you a link right there. So if you want to push your predictions, go ahead and do so. It's also up on our Twitter and Discord. And it is this Sunday, and we've got the final stop tomorrow on Genesis. An absolutely packed card that will be. But right here, guys, this good-looking card gets underway as Billy Shaw, who's taken the Fusion roster by storm, currently with a record of 4-2. The hard-hitting Texan Dream has got his work cut out for him, no doubt, for this one. As the Brass Ring Club make their way out from the back. This, of course, is going to be Chris Sullivan in singles action. The man to the left right there behind flashy JT Fury on the right. These three men will all be in action this Sunday as we will crown our inaugural CMV Trios champions. They battle their arch rivals, the Ballers Club, and a 6-man tag team ladder match. So this is a chance for Sully, Boston's own, to pick up a last bit of momentum for he and his boys. Tonight, we've also got the number one contender for the Rising Star Championship in action. RGP taking on Dave Daniels, as well as the Rising Star Champion. Going to be in that ring later on in our co-main event, as he goes toe-to-toe with Ray Furioso. Rain and RGP bring their storied rivalry to an end this Sunday in a TLC match, tables, ladders, and chairs for the championship. Our main event, though, guys, here on Reality Wrestling number 51, going to be a Cyborg Invitational match, which started last week with Adam Valentine defeating Reese Matthews. And tomorrow night on Genesis, we have two more invitational matches. But tonight, Reese Ortiz will be taking on Dule Zaire. Here we go, Billy Shaw and Chris Sullivan, a one-on-one to start off the show. Where's Stan Bowers, Botch? Where is he, huh? Where's he at? Billy Shaw, obviously the bigger, the stronger between these two, going to bully Sullivan in the corner, but a clean break. Oh, just exited out of my chat, GG. Suplex to follow through by Sullivan now as he looks to reclaim control. Front headlock. Gonna have the beer drinking Shaw. Oh, done for with a nasty dragons. Hyping himself up. Staying limber. Kick to the midsection now by Billy Shaw. Gonna bring through a brain buster. Shaw most definitely gonna have to be careful of JT Fury and Flashy being ringside. Another brain buster by Billy here. Okay, I guess now just going hard on Chris Sullivan with like a side control hammered away. Irish whip. Sullivan rebounds off the ropes right to a clothesline. Those big beefy biceps. Chris Sullivan, let's remember, wears that protective mask after what the Ballers Club did to him back in the Tag Team Cup in Tokyo, Japan some months ago. Doctor ordered that he has to wear that protective mask when competing in the ring. I'd say it's a little bit of an advantage. Chris Sullivan does not like wearing it. You know, it's not exactly fashionable, and I'm sure it's not comfortable, but I think it's be a bit of an advantage. You know, hard plastic mask protecting your face. Your opponents aren't going to want to punch you as much. Probably hurt their knuckles as Billy Shaw takes a moment to let out a big old roll. Sullivan back to his feet, runs right into a, attempted scoop slam, reverses DDT to drop Shaw right there. Standing moonsault. One of them back again. The Boston native can surprise you from time to time with his athleticism. Now we get a little bit of a modified back suplex. I don't know what exactly he was doing with the arm there. Sullivan maybe going to look for a submission of some kind. Certainly, we all know that ladder match is one of the most dangerous, types of bouts in the wrestling world. This Sunday we have two of them, a tables, ladders, and chairs match, and then Sullivan and his first ladder match. It's JT Fury and Flashy's first ladder match as well. And same can be said for all the Ballers in that match too. The first ever six-man tag team ladder match on this side of CMV, and it's to crown the inaugural Trios champions. Oh, look at this Billy Shaw, guys. The Texan Dream hammering away that last blow. What a slobber knocker, and it busts Sullivan wide open. That punch was so impactful that it actually went through the mask and busted Sullivan open anyway. And now, the Shaw Driver. 1, 2, 3, and Billy Shaw is victorious here over Chris Sullivan with a punch so hard hitting that the mask didn't even do its job of protecting Sullivan there, and then a Shaw Driver. Not great momentum for Sullivan and the rest of the Brass Ring Club heading into Regicide this Sunday, but a great win for Billy Shaw, now 5-2. Fury and Flashy were pretty respectful there ringside to not interfere at all, but I'm betting that Sullivan would have preferred them to interfere and help him out a little bit. They'll all have each other to watch their backs, though, this Sunday, and that six-man tag team ladder match. Billy Shaw surely looking to the horizon, the Royal Rumble match, the 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble match that's 3 weeks away at Absolution. Perhaps the Texan Dream looking to punch his ticket to that huge opportunity. Excuse me. Up next, guys, here on Reality Wrestling, we've got some singles action coming up. I don't think we have any tag matches on this card, actually. Yeah, no tag matches. All singles. Gumbo would be happy about that. Botch. Stan Bowers is going to go one-on-one with the... How I feel about that. Now, Stan Bowers is actually set to make his proper debut next week on Reality Wrestling, number 52 in a Fatal 4-Way. I have it right here. All right, guys, but definitely this is going to be an interesting matchup, as it was a couple of weeks ago that Kevin Silva, after his loss to Nicholas Hemmerling on the pre-show of Point Break, called out Hemmerling for a matchup at Absolution. Well, more Saria, Kevin Silva's new manager we've been getting acquainted with, did, and said that she gets what she wants, and what she wants is Nicholas Hemmerling against her boy Silva in an Iron Man match at the 3rd annual Absolution. Nicholas Hemmerling, I have been told earlier today, accepted the challenge, and that is one of the first official matches, aside from the Royal Rumble match, obviously, confirmed for Absolution in 3 weeks. So Hemmerling got to be feeling good about himself, having already beaten Silva, but an Iron Man match certainly going to be a different playing field. You got to have some real good stamina. Will take you a long way, so I'm sure Nicholas Hemmerling going to be doing a lot of work on the treadmill these next couple of weeks. But tonight he goes one-on-one with Zach Smith, an NGW alumni, and Kevin Silva, I'm being told, is in the gorilla position, so it looks as if he's going to come and get himself a front row seat for this matchup. Zach Smith, as I said, in a Season 1 NGW alumni, never forget, rip in peace, was having a real tough go of it when he first got called up to the main roster after NGW's downfall. Competed on Fusion for a while with no luck, and then was traded to Genesis a couple of months ago. He again was struggling, but finally found his footing with a win over Luke Swanson some weeks ago. We'll see if he can continue to stack on some wins with Silva apparently in his corner here. What up, gamer? Nicholas Hemmerling, the Australian-born superstar, though, has been very impressive and certainly found a fan in me. Love what this kid brings to the table, so I'm not going to count him out here. I'm not going to count out Smith either, though. One-on-one, referee Poe rings that bell, and here we go. Up next, we do have Dave Daniels going one-on-one with Roger G. Pullman, as Nicholas Hemmerling immediately out of the gate going to take Zach Smith for a little bit of a ride. Then we've got the Rising Star champion, Brandon Rain, in action ahead of his defense against RGP this Sunday at Regicide in a tables, ladders, and chairs match, taking on the former Rising Star champion and Rey Furioso. Then our main event will be a Cyborg Invitational matchup between Reese Ortiz and Dule Zaire. Then we're going to get a cheeky Topher birthday special matchup. Wonder what that's going to entail. Probably nothing pretty. Front headlock, European uppercut now by Nicholas Hemmerling. Irish whip to follow through. Going to rebound is Smith into a super kick out of nowhere. But here's Kevin Silva, guys. The self-proclaimed Portuguese wrestling god trying to get into the head of Nicholas Hemmerling, distracting him, allowing Smith to capitalize with a power slam. What power behind that one right there? What power behind that power slam? A little bit of an oomph. Kevin Silva going to get that chance at redemption in 3 weeks' time. Absolution, that Iron Man match against Hemmerling. But right now he's trying to make sure that Nicholas can't get any more momentum. Kick to the midsection. And a gourd buster. Flat out gourd buster by Zach Smith. Seated position now for Nicholas Hemmerling, trying to catch his breath. And Zach just going to look down at him. I'm not too sure about this strategy. Gonna close right back in for us. Another gourd buster. Sit out that time. Zach Smith knows that I love me some gourd busters. If you want me to love your call, you put a gourd buster on him or you put a flapjack on him, all right? That's the secret. Is he gonna hit another gourd buster? My God, gourd buster city. Smith going hard in the paint right now ever since Kevin Silva made that interference and distracted Hemmerling. Stopped out of the back of the head. Smith takes a deep breath, blows a kiss out to the CMV Universe, a bow, and then a leg drop. Smith having a little bit of fun at the expense of Nicholas here. Hemmerling just hasn't been able to get going since Kevin Silva distracted him. Grabs him by the hair in his head up to a vertical base. Irish whip to the corner now. Zach Smith barreling down on the sights. Kick to the midsection. Hemmerling struggling as Smith telling the CMV Universe to suck it. And a little taste of Smith dick. Big El Jefe fan smothering Hemmerling there in the corner, and Zach still is not done. The NGW alumni must have gone to Zach Payne's training camp or something, because look at this now. Pile driver. Hemmerling is out like a light. That was iffy. I don't know if that was really a rope break, but referee Posey officially, he called it. And Nicholas Hemmerling got saved there by the graces of the gods. Still going to try to stay in the driver's seat with a beautiful dropkick, double boots right to the face. Kevin Silva has pretty much essentially costed Hemmerling this matchup because Nicholas has just been in la-la land. Zach Smith absolutely dominating. For real, though, what has gotten into Smith? I don't want to say the word jobber, but for the longest time, he was a jobber this season, and now just absolutely impressive. There's a back suplex. Let's not count Hemmerling out just yet. So don't be the jar to the mayonnaise. Elbow drop now to the inner thigh. Face to face, they stand. Hemmerling with an Irish whip, but I do believe he very well may be going for that DDT of his. Instead decides to taunt. A victory roll by Zach Smith might make him pay for that. 1, 2, no, just a 2 count. Luckily, Hemmerling able to kick out there. Now rolls to the outside to catch a bit of a reprieve after nearly seeing this one come to an end. Now it's Zach Smith who taunts Nicholas Hemmerling back from there. He taunts again! Victory roll by Zach Smith. 1, 2, 3. That time he's going to pay for it. Zach Smith gets the 3 count. And look at Kevin Silva up on the apron mocking Nicholas Hemmerling, who gets to his feet like, what the hell just happened? Zach Smith with another win via a cheeky victory roll. But wait a minute. We're going to get a little bit of a handshake between these two. Kevin Silva has left the ringside area after getting what he wanted out of this encounter, but Hemmerling's not going to show any. They're not going to hold a grudge. Smith, he did. Cost himself the matchup there, if we're all being honest. All right, guys, our third matchup of the evening, our tertiary main event, going to be Dave Daniels, of course, backed up by his recently debuted tag team partner Dinesh Kumar. Gets himself a huge opportunity as a single superstar, taking on former Rising Star champion and perhaps the next Rising Star champion, RGP. This Sunday, Pullman gets his rematch for the title as he and champion Brandon Rain finally close the book on their storied rivalry in a tables, ladders, and chairs. Rain will be in action up next after this, actually, taking on Ray Furioso. And, of course, our main event, Reese Ortiz and Dulé Zaire and their Cyborg Invitational matchup. Daniels and Dinesh Kumar a couple of weeks ago, along with Billy Shaw, got a 6-man tag team victory. But right now, Daniels going to be by himself. The moral support of Dinesh ringside, I'm sure, will help. Are you a big fan, Topher? So many commands have been created lately. I literally don't even know what's out there anymore at this point. The action keeps on rolling here with this one, though. Dave Daniels and Dinesh Kumar, known as the BG Body Boys. Kumar looking to play the role of cheerleader here for this one. Double D, still the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, by the way. Gamer, Quincy, if you could update me with that. Last time I checked, Dave Daniels was still the WGW World Heavyweight Champion. I'm not sure if that's still the case. But either way, if not, a former. So we know that Dave Daniels can handle his own. RGP would be wise to not underestimate the coach here in this one. So my sources are telling me he is then. He is still WGW World Heavyweight Champion. Well, here's his opponent. The former CMV Rising Star Champion, the ominous Roderick G. Polerman, who this Sunday steps into the ring at Regicide against Brandon Rain, his arch rival. Says he's going to bring the Black Gale back out of Rain one way or another, free him when he becomes a two-time Rising Star Champion. But a tables, ladders, and chairs match, tables match alone is terrible. A ladder match alone is terrible. A chairs match alone is terrible. Put them all together, and it's just not going to be a pretty sight. We saw one earlier this season at Requiem between Azrael and Ryan Kent. It was, what an absolute onslaught that was between those two. I expect no different between Polerman and Rain this Sunday. Of course, Rain going to have his chance at a last bit of momentum up next when he takes on Ray Furioso. So here we go. Singles action. Dave Daniels spitting into the palms of his hands. I would be like, nah, I'm out. Nah, never mind. I'll just take that count out. Referee Poe rings the bell, though. Let's get it on. It's Dave Daniels. Obviously, the shorter, but the stronger, too. Daniels just absolutely a beast. Do not let his small stature fool you. And Roger Polerman's certainly going to be the leader, the taller, but I know that he's smart enough to not underestimate Double D. Punch right to the face, though. After being inside control, brings Dave Daniels over the shoulders. What of a neck breaker. Canadian, to be exact. Dave Daniels going to fire back. Like I said, Daniels and Dinesh Kumar coming off a six-man tag team victory a couple of weeks ago alongside Billy Shaw. Right there, what he was going to try for, most certainly backfire. I think he was maybe going to try for a slap, but Polerman was having none of it. And now Polerman going to lock in a Rings of Saturn submission hold. Will Dave Daniels be forced to submit early on here? Daniels has got to know. Now, this ain't WGW, even though he's still the world champion over there. This is CMV, and he's yet unproven. Dave Daniels has actually been around since near the start of the season, but hasn't had a whole lot of exposure. Remember, he was originally a part of the Ballers Club, but then he was tossed out along with Jack Dialop. Then he and Jack Dialop had a falling out. Dialop actually defeated Daniels some weeks ago. Irish whip here, though. Rebounds off the ropes. Polerman going to get caught with a nasty clothesline. Didn't look like it fully connected, but enough to take Daniels off his feet. Now a knuckle sandwich being applied. Just rubbing the fists onto the temples. Very, very uncomfortable. It's actually pretty dangerous. You know, if you clap a person's temples hard enough, you can kill them. Up to a vertical base, tries for a kick to the gut. Dragon screw takedown. And Dinesh Kumar, you can see ringside is not too happy about his tag team partner's current performance in this matchup. Fireman's carry overhead, though. Polerman dropped down onto his ass. Dave Daniels is not done. Hook to the jaw, turns him about. Daniels from behind with a shin breaker back suplex combination. That's what I love to see. Mwah, beautiful. And Daniels with a springboard cross body, or body splash, whatever you want to call it. It's up to you. I won't tell you how to live your life. Definitely didn't expect to see something like that from Daniels. Apparently very agile to boot. European uppercut. Hammerlock lariat. The just raw power behind that. Mount the position and raining down a trio of punches to the face. Hooks the leg. Just Daniels middle of the ring, but only going to get a 2 count. Looks to close back in with that knuckle sandwich. Roger Pullman says, I've had just about enough of that, though, my friend. Elbow to the midsection. Irish whip now. Daniels rebounds off the ropes, and Pullman waiting for him, but the super kick goes right by him, though. Pullman still able to stay in control, grabbing Daniels by the hair. Up against the ropes, using the ring as a weapon. That's how dangerous Roger Pullman is. And now a springboard moonsault from Pullman. These two guys, probably you're looking at them, you'd think neither of them going to be going up the top or doing springboards. Very agile, but spear by the coach out of nowhere, and Pullman, well, apparently not out of it, taking it in stride with a pinch of salt. Double boots, launches Daniels back. Now Pullman takes a deep breath. Underhook face buster, single underhook face buster to be exact. Double axe head of the former Rising Star champion, hoping to become a 2-time Rising Star champion after this Sunday. Ducks under the clothesline and a big old leaping lariat. Dave Daniels is struggling, looking for refuge in the corner. Don't know if he's going to find it, though. Instead, Pullman going to put him up on that top rope, a place that he does not want to be. You can see Dinesh Kumar is freaking out. He knows how dangerous this is, but Daniels counters off the top. Look, I don't know what he was going for exactly there. Like a little twirling crossbody or something or another. I don't know. The fact of the matter is that Pullman was able to get out of the way, and now Dave Daniels might be in big-time trouble. Irish whip into that corner. Roger Pullman, we know how he likes to set up his opponents for that modified triangle dropkick. Dinesh Kumar getting a big old front row seat as he sees his partner just obliterated there. Double boots right to the side of the head. Flying nothing. Exactly, 100%. Going for a big old punch. A slobber knocker, if you will, but Daniels, he might be down, but he's not out. What a kick to the back of the head. The heel of Pullman's boot to the base of Daniels' skull, and out of instinct, the coach looks to get to his feet, but he's completely out of it, and that's perfect positioning for Pullman to finish with that rope-assisted pile driver. Hooks the leg, and that'll do it, folks. But Dinesh Kumar ringside. Daniels' partner, the BG Body Boys, coming to the rescue of his friend. And now Pullman is forced to release the hold of the pin, but still in control. Dinesh Kumar proving his worth here in this matchup to be ringside. Oh, drop toe hold by Daniels. It's a nice counter right there. And now Dave Daniels, imagine if Dave Daniels can put down Pullman here. That would be a huge win. Oh! Spinning side slam. 1, 2. Oh! That was a close call for the coach. Nearly did Pullman in, but the #1 contender for the Rising Star Championship able to keep his head above the water. Side headlock by Dave Daniels. You do not want to get into a wrestling match with the coach. Roger Pullman completely trapped in the side headlock. Dave Daniels going to release it, though. Now trying to evade Roger Pullman's grapple attempts. Brings him over to the ropes off the fireman's carry, hanging him up to dry. Chest first out of that top rope. That's going to make it very difficult for Pullman to breathe. Roderick nearly had this match finished after that rope-assisted pile driver. If not for Dinesh Kumar, referee Poe should have ejected Kumar, to be honest. Used to say he won't do it again. Another modified triangle drop kick. Hooks the leg. This time hoping it'll be enough. Nearly is, but not quite. Pullman turns to the official, hands on his head. Can't believe it. Dave Daniels' eyes glazed over, though. Chop to the throat. Up against the ropes again. Oh. Wait a minute, what? Watch out, referee Poe. What the hell is Pullman doing? Suicide DDT by the former Rising Star champion, throwing caution to the wind there to take out Daniels. But Dave snaps back to real quick. That might have been a mistake by RGP. Or maybe not able to retake control. Face first goes Daniel. Let's keep a mind of the count at 5 right now. This has been a hard-hitting match between these two. Dave Daniels is going to prove himself. Roderick Pullman looking for momentum at a count of 7. Momentum, I should say. Enunciate. Yo, what up, Robert Paul Locke, my friend? Welcome. First time I believe I've ever seen you here. Glad to have you, though. This is CMV, Reality Wrasslin, akin to WWE's main event, or Superstars, if you will. Third matchup of the evening. Still a lot of action to get to, of course, on the road to this Sunday's Regicide pay-per-view event, April the 1st. As right now, Pullman out of the corner, DDT. God, wasting no time either. Pullman has had just about enough of Dave Daniels. The eyes of Polarman busting the coach wide open. 1, 2, 3. Roderick Pullman is victorious. What a finish by, oh great. Handshake, here we go. Yo boy. Dave Daniels, appreciative of the fierce competition, shakes hands with Pullman. Roderick, so elated with this victory. Of course, Reign is arch rival in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. All right, guys, let's go. It is co-main event time for Reality Wrasslin. Fuck, hang on. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. Woo! I love waking up with runny fucking nostrils, you know? But indeed, it is our co-main event. We just witnessed Pullman pick himself up a hard-fought victory over Dave Daniels. Now it's time to see if his Regicide opponent, the Rising Star champion, can do the same. As a former Rising Star champion in his own right, and a man who certainly won over a lot of the CM Universe back at Point Break inside of the Elimination Chamber. Remember, he was in the final 2 against Chris Andrews. And even the Brit said himself last week that Rey Furioso was kicking his ass for pretty much the entirety of the match. It took the Brit flying off the top of one of the pods and just landing right on the back of Furioso's head to finally eliminate him. Furioso is coming off a 1v3 handicap loss last week's Genesis 2 after Brule abandoned him. So Furioso really needs a win that he's looking, hopefully, to get here. Billy won. He beat Sullivan with a Shaw driver. Of course, still to come on our main event, a Cyborg Invitational matchup as Reese Ortiz and Dulé. The Invitational starting last week with Adam Valentine defeating Reese Matthews. Of course, tomorrow night on Genesis, 2 more Invitational matches, as we will actually see Dulé Zaire take on Josh Wolf, while Adam Valentine battles Elijah Stewart. And here he comes, the current and 2-time CMV Rising Star champion, only the second ever 2-time champ alongside the inaugural champion, Josh Wolf. Speaking of. Oh, Bateman, you fucking slice of just coffee cake. You little sweet boy. But here we go. Brandon Rain and Roger Coleman this Sunday at Regicide, the 3rd annual Regicide, April the 1st, with a 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Start hopefully either that or earlier. They have been going back and forth for months and months and months over the Rising Star Championship. It will come to a head once and for all. The better man will stand tall in a tables, ladders, and chairs competition. It's easily going to be a match of the year candidate. Their Iron Man tables match at Point Break is one for the books. What a first-time matchup, and what an absolutely just thrilling from start to finish confrontation it was, with Brandon Rain becoming a 2-time Rising Star champion right now. Cannot afford to look past Ray Furioso, who's obviously got the size advantage over Brandon Rain, one of the smaller men in all of CMV, is the current Rising Star champion. But Furioso and he definitely have a, I'm not going to say exactly the same, but a close style. They're both very agile. Of course, Furioso has that luchador background and spent most of his career in Japan, so he's a nasty striker. Right now, just got ducked out of the ring by the Rising Star champ. Reverse DDT. We're all going to bring out a cake and sing for Topher during the live event match, or the Topher match as it will be tonight. Completely booked by Topher. What sort of horrific concoction will we get from that? Yes, he did. We're on a count of 6 right now, by the way, guys. 7, though. Ray Furioso going to make sure we do not get a vintage bloody brick count-out finish. A little bit of a heel kick by the man formerly known as Black Gale, that other persona, that other side of him that RGP says he's going to bring out. He is going to free this Sunday at Regicide. German suplex right there by Ray. Knows what a win this could be for him, and a much-needed victory, morale. A Topher match. Could be a count-out match. You can only win by count-out. Yeah, that was Brock Lesnar came out and attacked RGP in that Iron Man tables match. Like I said, an absolute banger from the very start. And there we go. What a huge maneuver. German suplex from the top rope by Rain. Now looking to deliver a little bit of a reality check to Furioso. Knee to the side of the head, followed by a swift neck breaker. And up next, we do have our second Cyborg Invitational matchup. Like I said, it started last week with Adam Valentine defeating Reese Matthews. Tomorrow night we have a couple more. The 4th annual Cyborg Invitational. Beautiful dropkick attempted by Furioso, but backfires for him. Will go on for a couple of months. Adam Valentine is currently in the lead. Who will tie him tonight? Will it be Reese Ortiz or Dulé Zaire? 2 men who have shared the ring with each other on multiple occasions. Will be the first time going one-on-one, though. Headbutt by the Rising Star champion. It's so impactful that it actually busted Furioso open under his mask. Wrong time to taunt right there. We already seen someone cost themselves a matchup by taunting their opponent's face tonight. Nicholas Emmerling got rolled up by Zach Smith. And here we go, guys. This is usually the end of the line for Brandon Rain's opponents. Calls it blackout. Forearm smash from the springboard. Furioso is down. 1, 2, 3. Brandon Rain matching RGP's victory from earlier tonight. Both men looking very good heading into this Sunday's tables, ladders, and chairs match for the title. It'll be the first ladder match in both men's careers, with tables and chairs thrown in as well. Which of them will finally prove to be the better man? As you get a slick replay of that nasty forearm smash in the blackout. All right, my beauties. It is our main event here for Reality Wrestling number 51. The Borg Invitational matchup. Reese Ortiz set to go head-to-head with Dulazaire. And as I said before, these two men have shared a ring with each other on more than one occasion as opponents and partners. But tonight it's the first time they're ever going one-on-one. Of course, these two actually had a tag team title opportunity last month against Xander Slate and Randy Orton. Obviously, they were not able to get the job done. Ortiz, as of late, been having a little bit of marital issues between himself and partner Adam Scott. But earlier tonight, it seemed like things were getting patched up, or at least starting to get better for them. And that's certainly going to bode well. Take that off the conscience of Ortiz so he can focus. Ortiz says, I know I'm the dark horse in this matchup. I know everybody's taking me, in this tournament, I should say. I know everybody's taking me lightly, but I'm going to prove them all wrong. And I do not doubt it for a second. Ortiz, cool and calculated. Adam Valentine kicked off the Invitational last week by defeating Reese Matthews. Actually, next week here on Reality Wrestling number 52, Ortiz will again be main eventing as he takes on Reese Matthews, the Battle of the Reeses. Tomorrow night on Genesis, Dulazaire will take on Josh Wolf. Adam Valentine goes head-to-head with Elijah Stewart, who will tie Valentine for first. We're going to find out right here, right now. Dulazaire, of course, chosen to compete in this Invitational over a tag team partner, Brett Angel, and the other competitors in the Invitational feel pretty sour about that in a way. Josh Wolf himself said he would have preferred to fight Brett Angel. And other people are like, Dulazaire, who's that guy? Just the partner of Brett Angel? So Dulazaire's got to be feeling like, damn, everybody's just, put some respect on my name. Gonna look to kick off his Invitational run strong here. The former bar owner is on his own. No managers allowed during Invitational matches, so there's no Scott, there's no Angel, and Angel's busy anyhow at referee boot camp. So we know that Brule have been having their issues with Genesis official Perry White, but Zaire won't have to deal with that tonight, as Poe is our senior official here for Reality Wrasslin. Oh, here's a tweet from Joshua. Said, you said no one watched your matches. Well, now is more than a good time to study up on what you can do. I'm not sure if he's referring to Ortiz or Zaire. I'm going to assume Ortiz. This should definitely be an interesting matchup. Reese Ortiz, Dule Zaire, former opponents, former partners. 1 out of 1 to kick off their invitationals. And these guys definitely bringing very different styles to the ring. All right, Ortiz. All right, fam. I see you. Very cocky and egotistical straight out of the gate. Spine buster. All right. All right, Ortiz. Out to prove a point. You know, with that, though, Reese might be so in his own head about everybody doubting him and wanting to prove them wrong that his emotions get the better of him. Zaire can easily capitalize, but out of the gate, very strong start by Ortiz. You remember, started his CMV career as a singles competitor for about a month or two, went on a huge losing streak, and that's when he brought in his partner, Adam Scott. The two of them then went on a winning streak as a tag team that actually paralleled Brule's rise. And Zaire laughing at Reese. Now that is vintage Zaire right there. And a clone tries to clothesline. Ortiz gets thrown to the outside, eliminated from the Royal Rumble, which of course takes place in 3 weeks at Absolution. Now face first off the steel post, and let's not forget that countouts disqualifications are in effect in the invitational matches. If it goes to a draw, that would definitely be interesting. That would really fuck up the scoreboard. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Right now, Ortiz going hard after Zaire's legs. Zaire, he's a smaller, thicker guy. But don't let that get you thinking he ain't fast, because he is. So very, very well-rounded, fast, agile, strong, hard-hitting as Zaire. The count of 7 throws Ortiz back there, whereas Ortiz is very, very, as I said before, cool, calculated, doesn't get ahead of himself. That's why I said before that hopefully, in trying to prove him wrong, that he doesn't mess up his mojo. Little chest bump there. Irish whip now by Ortiz out onto the apron, and Ortiz, what's he looking for here? Gonna bring Zaire right back into the mix. The fuck is this? Reese with a interesting submission hold, to say the least. I don't even know what the fuck to call that. Didn't have it held in for very long either. It wasn't very effective. Reverse DDT by Dule. Even though they can't be out here, I'm sure that Adam Scott and Brett Angel are watching this. We know that Adam Scott's backstage. Brett Angel at referee boot camp, taking a little break from his duties to catch this one and cheer on his friend and partner. Scoop slam. Nope. Drops down behind us. Reese goes through. Oh, he actually caught. I didn't think he was going to get that. He definitely didn't get 100% of it, but enough to get Zaire down. Front headlock now, and a little, okay. Oh, like a body scissors takedown? Zaire rolls to the apron. Reese Ortiz saying, come on, motherfucker, what you got? This is it? This is what you bringing to the table, Abby? Big old forearm smash. Zaire drops the outside like a sack of stones, and Reese Ortiz saying, time to take you out back like old Yeller. Put you out of your misery. Count of 2, and Reese Ortiz just standing at the ready. Zaire back into the ring, coming up from behind. All right, Reese took your eye off the ball right there a little bit. Goes for a suplex. Knee down to the top of the head. What a reversal by Ortiz as he shoots in Irish whip into the corner. Oh! A luva kick by Reese Ortiz. Might have just knocked a couple of Zaire's teeth down his throat, and now what the hell is this? Ortiz just unloading knee to the side of the head. Zaire is out cold. Looking up at the lights. I don't know if he knows where he is. If he's even conscious. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. Zaire knows on the line here. Does not want to start off the invitational negatively. Backflip now by Reese, showing us his athleticism. I'm out here talking about Zaire. Reverse DDT. Dulé knows that he's got to go into overdrive at this point after nearly getting his clot cleaned. Kick to the midsection, though. Ortiz not going to be so quick to release control. Scoop slam, might not have a choice. Punch to the back of the head, turns him around. Zaire, clothesline. Clothesline again. Into the corner. Hey, you guessed it, a clothesline. Rebounds off the ropes, ducks the clothesline, and a clothesline, and a kip up. Zaire never ceases to entertain. Drilling some sharp elbows right into the chest here of his opponent. His one-time partner. Irish whip into the corner. Watch out, referee Poe. Perhaps going to go for Drown the Orchids or his split-legged moonsault we've seen him use lately. Another spine buster instead by Reese is what we're going to get. I actually talked about that a couple of weeks ago when the Invitational was first announced, is that every single winner of the Cyborg Invitational has lost one match. The first Invitational, oh, with a crossbody taking out himself and Ortiz. And then okay, it was like I don't really call that a front flip because it looks like he landed on his head. I'm not too sure, whatever. It looked like they're trying to outdo each other almost. But the winner of the first annual Cyborg Invitational, Troy Voodoo, went 8-1. And then Justin Sane, the winner of the second Cyborg Invitational, went 7-1. And then last year, Travis King went 6-1, I do believe, with one draw because he and Andrew Briggs went to a double countouts. Right now, Dulé Zaire has almost an abdominal stretch kind of cinched in. No submissions on the outside. This fight's got to return to the ring, and it does for the count of 7. So we'll see if tradition keeps up this year, if the winner has at least one L on the rankings, on the board. Counter after counter right here. Reversal fest ensuing. What has been an incredible matchup. Just going around and around. Now a teardrop suplex by Zaire. Finally going to bring it to an end. Zaire with an Indian deathlock being applied. Lucky 13 by Dulé. Hunt for that submission. Reese Ortiz refusing though. You see him punching at the knee. That forces Zaire to release the hold. Now a shot right to the face. Oh, shoots in again. The knee to the side of the head. Busting Dulé open. Kick to the chest to make sure he stays down. Not going to go for the pin. That's a very interesting decision by Ortiz. I'm not sure about that. Now Zaire, a chance to come back, and he's going to look to do just that with the Regal Plex. The Regal Plex. Zaire to the center of the ring, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you got to be kidding me. What a match. Zaire about to start some beef with another referee, arguing with Poe there. To the apron, and Zaire going to take a big risk late into this matchup. Oh, and it does not pay off. Tries for a slingshot spear. Reese Ortiz sidesteps. Irish whip into the corner, though somehow Dulé able to keep control for himself. Maintain that driver's seat up to the top rope. Not a place that Ortiz wants to be. Zaire is looking for something nasty to bring this matchup to an end, like an inverted suplex. You gotta be kidding me. Dulé Zaire deciding once is not enough. Inverted suplex to the top. Now what the hell is he looking for? No. Gut-wrench suplex from up high. Absolutely incredible. 1, 2, 3. Sweet mama. 1 millisecond away from the victory. Zaire with a waist-side slam. Pulling Reese in. Not for a hug, though. Hook to the jaw. Reese Ortiz denies it, though. Forearm smash instead. Jawbreaker to fire back. Tit for tat. 1999 up, and here it is, a reversal fest. Nice little cheeky T-bone suplex. Sending Reese flying overhead. See ya, bye. No trace, Topher. These two guys putting on a banger in order to match Adam Valentine at the top of the leaderboards. Look how tired Zaire is, drenched in sweat, huffing and puffing. Hands on his hips. Ortiz the same, but not giving up. Trip up there by Dulé. Remember, Zaire is also busted open, got a nasty gash just under his hairline on his forehead. Blood trickling down his face. But right now, Zaire again with that pull inside slam. But a rake of the eyes. Dirty heel tactics. Dirty heel tactics does not faze Zaire. He knows all about him. Wrist clutch, Northern Lights suplex, no bridge to follow through. Instead, Zaire gonna look to make sure the job is done. Put the exclamation point on what has been a fantastic matchup with a second Regal Plex. Thanks for coming, Reese Ortiz. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Are you joking? How the hell? Look at Zaire. It's like, nah, fam. First, arguing with Poe. Now going for reverse chin lock. Trying to take a moment to find out exactly what the hell's going on. No trace. And Ortiz now getting molly-whopped in that corner as for a second time Ortiz is put up on that top rope. Well, facing front at least. This, not having it anymore though. Off the top, Savate kick. That's gonna stun Zaire. Allows Ortiz to take control. Snap vertical suplex. Not just one, though. Oh, 2? No, not just 2. Oh, the last one is a fisherman's. What a beautiful trio brought together right there. I can dig that. I can dig that. Fucking wrong. TKO. The new brainbuster down onto the knee here in CMV. Hooks the leg, guys. 1, 2. Do. Referee Poe's catching a lot of flack in this match. I can't blame either Ortiz or Zaire, though. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Reese Ortiz is digging down deep. What the hell is he going to try for here? Front flip DDT by Reese. Are you kidding me? There's no way. 1, 2, 3. Reese Ortiz. Gets the W. Holy shit. These two blowing the roof off of the Reality Wrestling Arena. It is Reese Ortiz who now tops the leaderboards, tied with Adam Valentine for first. It was far from easy, but Ortiz proven he can hang on his own. That is next week's Reality Wrestling. Reese Ortiz going to be going one-on-one with Reese Matthews for their invitation. I gotta say, though, very impressed with Reese Ortiz and Dulé there. Both of them showing that they got what it takes to... Oh, but Ortiz suffering an injury, guys. Medical report after that matchup. Ortiz in getting the victory. Let's see where exactly. I'd probably guess his neck from those regal plexus would be my assumption. It's not showing. I have to like click on him. Huh. Okay. It's not showing. Wait, is that an old one? Oh, he's made a complete recovery. I'm an idiot. He's made a recovery of his injuries. That's got to be an old one. I don't see him recovering from injuries after that match. I see him sustaining injuries. So that's got to be an old news. Fake news. Wrong. Yeah, we still got the Topher birthday spectacular to come. All right, guys. Let's see exactly what the hell Topher fucking brings us here. Go for it, Topher. Any match type, anybody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Mm-hmm. 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 Is that what we're getting? An actual Topher match? Oh boy. A vintage 4-way. Halloween Havoc 98 apparently also. You're going back. No. Wait, did I choose Extreme? Yeah, I did. Oh, fuck. I just backed out for nothing. GG. Alright, we got big old bacon. The hef. Are you excited? Are you excited, Saul? You are, kid. This one's apparently at TLC. You're back. Fuck. Got blow my nose. So annoying. All right. This is going to be hell. Good God, a vintage toe. What up? A fatal 4-way vintage Topher match. I think this is one of my nightmares. That would be perfect if the game just exploded. But here we go for Big Topher on his B-Day. Joey Bacon, El Jefe, Damien, and Chris Andrews. This is good. It's going to be good at practice for Damien. who's involved in a fatal four-way this Sunday at Regicide. The main event, it will be elimination there, though, and it will be for the world title. So a little bit different, but still good practice for the Gargoyle Destruction as he goes right after the other massive fucking just slab of humanity, Joey Bacon. Meanwhile, the CMV Alpha World Champion coming down to bless the Little Leagues, this live event. Fans, I'm sure, are thrilled about that, having no problem beating up his good friends. Former two-time heavyweight champion El Jefe, who got absolutely obliterated by Marcantel last week on Genesis. Woo! Little kip up after a clothesline. Damian and Joey Bacon is a singles match. I wouldn't mind peeping. Probably have to reinforce the ring 10 times over, though, for that, as I'm sure they have here. CMV Alpha World Champion Bloody Britt, though, set for action tomorrow night on Genesis. Six-man tag team match. Click will be taking on Imaginary Friends and himself, and of course, he'll be defending his title for the first time in just 2 weeks. Excuse me, at a wild card against an unknown opponent. Every Genesis title on the line against unknown competitors. Genesis roster got to be put through a randomizer. Because fucking, hey, we can see El Jefe and Bloody Britt for the Alpha World Championship. So many different concoctions we could see go down at Wild Card. It's going to be an interesting pay-per-view, to say the least. Of course, after that, the Royal Rumble at Absolution. Oh, wow, Joey Bacon. Breaking up. Oh, but look at that. So, I thought we were going to get a double team between Vintage. Trying to recuperate as the Alpha World Champion on the outside. Meanwhile, Damian getting to his feet, only to be taken down by El Jefe. You can see that Bacon and Jefe are working together very clearly. I don't know what Britt's thinking, trying to go for a suplex on Joey right there, who brought out a kendo stick. Like I said, good practice for Damian, but definitely a different playing field. This is first fall to a finish. This Sunday at Regicide, it's elimination. He'll certainly be in there with some tougher competition as well. Not to take anything away from Bacon and Jefe, but he'll be in there with Ryan Kent, Paul Devine, and world champion Hayden, as Jefe nearly thrown in the referee Perry White there. Good God. Bruce to the outside. Meanwhile, an Irish whip going to put Chris Andrews in the corner. Maybe looking for a Bacon hitter. Instead, Damian takes out both guys with a clothesline from behind. What? Irish whip by Big Hill. Woo! Excuse me, as El Jefe finally realizes where he is, rushes the ring to try and take on the man who currently stands at 22-3-1. Take a look at that record. I'd be like, nah, I'm good. Damian doing so. I don't know what the fuck he's doing here, but I do know what Joey Bacon is planning to the Bloody Britt. No, the Alpha World Champion deserves better than this. Bacon giving him a close-up of that derriere, that rear end. Another side of the ring. El Jefe gets nearly put through the canvas with a choke bomb. Bloody Britt trying to fight back, though, reeling in Bacon for a DDT. Damian drops down to the outside. The big man really cannot afford a loss going into Regicide. Tries for a headbutt, gets an elbow straight to the face instead. Bacon on one knee. The Alpha World Champion with the cliffhanger. Pop-up German suplex. Bacon trying to help out his tag team partner with a kick to the chest there. Damian assuming the correct position ringside. Oh, yeah. Woohoo. Oh, Perry White, of course, he had to take the bump of the toe for match. No! Chris Andrews. No! Joey Bacon about to put his 500-pound frame down across the chest. But meanwhile, Damian with the virus slam. The virus slam to El Jefe. But the pin by Bacon. And he gets it! Bacon just pinned the Alpha World Champion. While Damian dispatched El Jefe. Joey Bacon just pinned his friend, Chris Andrews, after a Baconator. Look at Britt's legs kicking. He was conscious, but he literally just could not kick out. 500 pounds across the sternum. He was quite literally pinned to the mat. Joey Bacon with a huge win here. Joey Bacon saying, feed me more, of course. About to go and obliterate that catering area now. All right, my friends, as always, you like what you saw and you do want to see more, make sure you do drop a follow, stay know when I got live. The next time, of course, will be tomorrow for the Genesis. Probably around 2 or 3 or so p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Exclamation point CMV will let you know more about us. If you're interested, exclamation point join. We'll give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. Official CMV _ our Twitter. You can follow us for all that kind of good stuff like updates, match cards, signings, recaps, and all the past episodes are on my YouTube channel, linked on my Twitch info page if you want to check those out. So let's close it out as always with a quote from the inspirational DJ Khaled. I got a starfruit tree. Starfruit is one of my favorite fruits. That's a lesson right there.